Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. Al, after game 2, you said you wanted to find your offensive rhythm. You were tied for the game high tonight in scoring. Do you feel like you found it?
I felt like as a team we had much better rhythm. The lineup change I feel like helped us, and then our bench was great. With their energy coming in and building the lead.
Al, Teddy Greenstein from the Chicago Tribune. Do you think what your offense reflected 34 assists and they only had 14? Does that reflect how the offense played tonight?
For us, yeah. I think we did as good of a job as we've done moving the ball. Really getting good shots, and we missed a lot of good looks, but just the movement. We just kept them, on their toes a little bit, I feel like, and that's the way that we like to play.
Al, Anthony D'Amato, EC Sports. Rare night for Butler, 0 attempts from the free throw line. Can you explain what you guys switched up differently to make that possible?
I think that, our guards, Avery Bradley, Smart, Crowder, they did an unbelievable job, guarding him, really containing him, and making him, take tough shots. Butler's a great player, and I just feel like our guys were really good at, showing their hands and just challenging everything.
Al, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Obviously, you guys came out, built a big lead, 20 points during the first half, and then it came down to 1 in the early moments of the third quarter. Why do you think you guys were able to respond, and what does it feel like now knowing that you can respond to those situations in the postseason?
I think that, you're going to go through highs and lows throughout the playoffs, and it's a game of runs, and it applies more even in the playoffs. Teams will make runs, and that's just the way it is. And, for us, the first 2 games, I feel like we didn't handle it well when they made runs at us. But I think tonight we were much, much more composed and just stayed with it, with our game plan, and it paid off.
Steve Ashburner, NBA.com. Given the contributions that Rondo had made in the first 2 games, when you learn that an opponent like that is going to not be available for your opposition, for some time, what did you think when you heard about it? What impact do you think it had on your team?
I was just surprised. He finished the game 2, and it seemed fine, and. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. And for them, I'm sure that the next man steps up, and for us, it didn't change anything. We already had our game plan was set. We know what we wanted to do, and we went out there and did it.
Al, Nancy Armour with USA Today. Isaiah had those 2 big. I think he fed you, and then he had the 2 big threes during that kind of critical stretch. How did he play tonight, and how do you think he's been since coming back from Seattle?
I thought Isaiah was great. I feel like he really was reading the defense, just making the simple play, and knowing when to shoot, knowing when to pass. He was very poised, definitely proud of him with how he's been able to handle everything and how he got it together and put a great performance tonight.
Al, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com once more. You mentioned at the beginning that you think that the lineup change benefited you guys. How so?
I think it just made us more versatile. I feel like adding Gerald, an experienced player that's able to stretch the floor and shoot it, and then with me being able to attack the roll to the basket and create opportunities. I just think that really helped us. I think, Coach did a great job identifying that and making that adjustment. That was a big, risk going into the game. We hadn't played with Gerald much this year, but a lot of credit to him. He was ready to go, and he was great for us tonight.
Gary Walsh from Boston Globe. The symmetry between you and Isaiah on the pick and roll, we haven't seen much of that this year, but can you talk about how that went down and just kind of, was he a little, you said before that he was spirits a little higher. When did you notice that? Did you notice it when he got back from Washington?
I just think, one way or another, he has some closure, and I just think that he really understood what they were trying to do defensively, and just he was able to just deliver the ball. Also, me playing at the 5, I had to, roll more, and I think that's where you talk about the connection, the pick and roll connection, that opened everything up. Normally, I'm out in the perimeter. If I'm setting it, I'm popping, and tonight I was able to roll a little more, put pressure on the rim, and I feel like that's one of the strengths of our team. A lot of our bigs, we can do both. We can pop, but we can also roll.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, folks. Avery is going to be available in the locker room now.